So from my long weekend, before I had left, one thing that I needed to do on Friday was to at least get the chance to scout out the National Museum here in Delhi. And we were meeting up with Dr. Ratnagar one more time, and went through two parts of the museum in depth. I'll have to go back and spend probably several afternoons doing the rest of the museum. But the first part is what you're seeing here. The best of Harappan artifacts are kept in this museum. Very famous to the left, a stamp seal, which some argue is a proto Shiva figure. At the very least, it shows some sort of meditative pose going back in a history of at least 4,500 years here in South Asia. And to the right is the bronze statue referred to as the dancing girl. You can see she's got bangles on her arm, and this is, this type of bracelet is still very popular today. Um, in the afternoon, I flew out to what I was calling Ahmedabad, but everybody here calls Ahmedabad. And I had my first experience with cows on the street, cows in the road. We're going to a Harappan site. You can see it over here, Lotal, and it was 91 kilometers outside of town, which meant hiring a car. It was a pretty interesting archaeological site. You're looking at the best part of it, which is it is the oldest known artificial dock in in the rest of the day after. We had a little time to explore the city itself. We went to the Gandhi ashram, which is the place where Gandhi was leading the fight for freedom. This is literally where he started the march across the bridge to take salt to break the English tariff, or at least symbolically do so. Um, you can see that there are children at play here. We actually had the chance to visit a Gandhian charity as well that's on the premises that tries to involve children from slums in the production of artwork. That artwork is then sold to finance part of the program. It was really kind of cool to get to hang out with some of these kids. To the right, this one's pretty much just for my dad and my brother-in-law, Matt. This is a photo of the maquette of Gandhi sitting in front of his law practice. I just wanted to point out, guys, it's never too late to make something of yourself if you're an attorney. So, had the chance to look around the city a little bit. One thing that's really different about Ahmedabad than New Delhi is how modern it is. Apparently, it is a city that has really just expanded since India's independence. You can really tell in the modern architecture. Some of the techniques are pretty interesting. To the left is a building that was being constructed, and you can see bamboo shafts are actually holding up currently the top floor as they're finishing it. To the right is actually the city museum. In this particular case, it's a building by the great modernist architect Le Corbusier, or Le Corbusier. I don't know how to pronounce it, and I think it's Corbusier. And this is one of his warmer buildings, all open at the bottom. Interesting space where one can sort of mill about before they go up to the museum itself. I thought it was kind of fitting that even though this is quite an old city, that they would have one of the great modernist architects actually as the builder of the place where the city museum is. The big highlight of the trip was getting to Adalaj Vav, which is a stepwell, and so this is a structure that's built below ground level. It goes 4 full floors down, and in older times, this was built in the 1500s, the late 1400s, sorry, you would actually see the water table as it moved up and down within this structure. And I wasn't able to really understand the iconography completely, but apparently it changes as the water level rises or falls. So to the left, you're looking down from the about halfway down the first floor, and to the right, that's four floors down, looking back up. It's got incredible detail, uh, just amazing attention to the smallest of details. Really beautiful place. I did something a little crazy, and so nobody was looking, and so I walked out along the top layer. This is me looking straight down the well. I thought I was going to get into a little trouble when the guard sort of called me back. So I came back, and he was pointing outside, and I thought, that was me getting ejected. And then he asked, what country are you from? And so I said, the USA. And he said, oh, America? Obama! And I thought, oh, okay, this is going to be okay. And so what he was actually doing is he was pointing me outside so that he could give a tour of how one actually gets the legal view. There was a grating up there. I didn't take any pictures. This is what it looks like without the grating. We'd failed to get to one of the spots that we wanted to in the morning. We had the hours wrong. The guidebook just didn't have the right hours. And so, we ended up finishing our second day a bit on the early side, and I think the driver felt kind of bad about it. And so, on the way back to the airport, he just decided to pull over in his neighborhood, and he took us through his local temple, which was an unexpected highlight of the trip. And so here's just one shot from inside with one of the kids from his neighborhood. Flying out, we had the chance to actually try something really kind of that I wouldn't normally do, which is Subway in India. I wanted to try it though because they had completely different stuff. On the left, you can see that there was one line. The cash register was actually in the middle of these two, which is where you order your veg dishes. This included a masala patty, a masala potato patty, a sandwich that was all chickpeas, garbanzo beans, and on the right you could get chicken tikka or chicken tandoori. Um, the furthest they were willing to go was chicken ham, I think, which I'm still not sure what that is. And it was all right. It was definitely better than I expected to be.